Red Cross.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is very long name Zeraslasie Shiker. I am the Refugee Service Coordinator with the British Red Cross. First of all, I would like to thank you, the university, for inviting us to talk about the work of the British Red Cross with refugees and asylum seekers in Liverpool and generally in the country. I have here with me my colleagues, my service manager Sam, who is going to help me with the answer and questions, and my colleague Josh, who has been helping us to coordinate the refugee week, which we have celebrated last week, and who has created the link with the university. I am going to talk about the work of the British Red Cross with refugees and asylum seekers. The British Red Cross ignores people in crisis. It is a leading humanitarian organization helping people to deal with emergencies and disasters and conflicts. It works both within the UK and overseas. It is part of the global Red Cross and Red Crescent movement. It is, you do see British Red Cross or Red Crescent societies, national societies working in emergency in areas of conflict, flood, earthquake. So we are one of the leading international humanitarian organizations. We do provide people in crisis with practical and emotional support. And we have a long history of working with vulnerable refugees and asylum seekers, both within the UK and abroad. The major part of my talk is going to be about the work of the organization within the with refugees and asylum seekers. But we have other services which the organization provides, and these are the support during emergencies. We do support people. We do provide practical and emotional support after fire and other emergencies, natural and man-made disasters. Including earthquakes, and we also provide first aid to individuals and event organizers. Also, we do work with the NHS in the country in the provision of ambulance service, and we have other service which we call health and social care. We do support people at home, people who are faced with crisis in their day-to-day life. We do provide them emotional support and practical support. Also, we do provide the mobility aids, that means people who have a mobility problem. We do provide mobility mobility equipment, and we do also provide the transportation. Those people who have difficulty to attend medical appointments, we do provide our escorts, and transport team provide the medical appointment. And we also provide the massage. And we have the International Tracing and Messaging Service, which is going to be renamed by July, the International Family Tracing. This project works in restoring links between families separated by conflict, disasters, and migrations. And we have the humanitarian education. We do work in schools to enable young people to understand and cope with and respond to crisis. The major topic of our talk for today, the refugee service, is we have a refugee service, and we basically provide advice, advocacy, and support for vulnerable refugees and asylum seekers so that they can adapt to their new country, the UK. Do you think I need to use?
I'm just going to move these.
We as an organization, and generally the Red Cross and Red Crescent national societies, we are guided by the 7 principles of which we see here. The first principle is humanity. We are a humanitarian organization which we work to prevent and alleviate humanitarian crisis wherever it is found. And we are an impartial organization. We don't take side we don't engage in sides, and we don't engage also in controversies which has nature of kind of politics or racial or ideological. And we are neutral. We don't take side in organizations which are in conflicts. That gives the organization public confidence. And we are an independent, autonomous. We do work with the laws of the nation state, within the laws of the country, but we are independent, autonomous organization, and we are a voluntary charity. We don't work for money. We work for free, to support the people who are in crisis. And the principle of unity is in each country. There is only one Red Cross or Red Crescent Society, which is open for all and which is capable of helping by working in partnership with other national societies. And we are a universal organization. All Red Cross and Red Crescent national societies are equal, but they work together in partnership so that to support the people who are in crisis. I will be talking here about the work of the British Red Cross, or the role of the British Red Cross with refugees and asylum seekers. We as an organization, we have a long tradition or history of working with people who had fled their home countries because of different reasons, including conflicts, disasters. For example, in 1993, the British Red Cross has to welcome and support refugees who has fled the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And in 1996, since 1996, we have been developing our services in different parts of the country to respond to the needs of asylum seekers and refugees. Since 1996, the government has started cutting, for example, has stopped asylum seekers from working, and has started, has stopped the payment of benefits. So we have started, as an organization, we have started seeing people experiencing destitution. So the organization has realized this and has started forming projects. For example, the project in London, Leeds and Midlands were established in around the 1996 with the aim of emergency provision and advice. We, as an organization, we provided clothing voucher, food voucher, and advice. And currently, we have projects in 22 UK cities, which are designed to support asylum seekers and refugees. And these projects have different specific roles. The orientation service, it is one-to-one advice and support service aimed of helping refugees and asylum seekers to access essential services. And our destitution service supports people who are unable, who have no support. We do provide in our destitution project emergency support. And we have the family reunion travel assistance. This is aimed at supporting families to reunite, families who have refugee status and families whose relatives abroad have the visa to come to the UK. And we have a men's and women's group which is aimed at supporting isolated men and women so that they can develop and reduce their isolation. And we have a project dealing with unaccompanied young refugees and asylum seekers. These are often people who has come in the UK without a relative or close friend and who need help to adapt to the new environment. Our projects, we as an organization, we work, we complement the work of other agencies supporting refugees and asylum seekers. We try to fill the gap, create the gap, existing gap, so that we can help the beneficiaries. Up to now, I think I have been talking about generally about the work of the organization with refugees and asylum seekers in UK. Now I will be focusing on the work of the organization with refugees and asylum seekers in Liverpool. We have we call ourselves, or our project in Liverpool, the Refugees and Other Migrants project. The abbreviation is RAMP, and within this project we have different services. One of the services is the orientation service. The orientation service is a short-term one-to-one advice and support it is casework so that asylum seekers and refugees can access essential services, including housing, legal advice, benefits, education, and health care. The service also provides information about local facilities and community organizations so that they can access other services. We do provide in-depth case work. We do assess the needs of our service users, refugees and asylum seekers, and we work closely with the service users to plan how to resolve these issues. And case work volunteers and social work students on placement play a key role in this work. We do signpost and refer our beneficiaries, refugees and asylum seekers to other specialist organizations so that they can access specialist services, including to the CAB, for example, in relation to the housing. We have to send people to the housing options. We have casework volunteers and social work students who are very crucial in the development of the orientation service and in its implementation. The other service within the Refugee and Migrants project in Liverpool is the orientation work, or call it walking tour. It is volunteer-led and it is aimed at newly arrived asylum seekers and refugees who are new to the city. The aim is to show them places of importance, example, art gallery, museum, library, post office, UKBA, sorry, and train stations, so that with the aim of reducing isolation and developing their confidence. A person who is newly arrived in this city, often they stay at home because they are not familiar with the city and they are unable to access services. So the orientation service, we believe, is very crucial service for these service users. And we do advertise this service, including into UKBA initial accommodations, because these are the places where newly arrived asylum seekers are hosted. And it takes up to 2 hours to do the walking tour, and it starts from the Burley Court, if you are familiar, in Liverpool, 8th Percy Street, and it takes up to 2 hours. We take them around the city and then take them back to the place, and it takes every 2 weeks. The third project within the refugee support in Liverpool is the emergency provisions. Nowadays, we do observe an increasing number of refugees and asylum seekers who are experiencing destitution. These are people who have no support because of different reasons. Some of them, they are people whose asylum claim has been refused and whose support has been terminated. Others are people who are still in the process of claiming asylum, but people, because of issues of bureaucracy, communication failure within the system, UKBF, who's temporarily who are unable to get the financial support. And there are also other people, who are who have been granted leave to remain, but who are unable to get the support. So they do depend on people, on organizations like us, and we do provide them emergency support, including the maternity pack. We have a food voucher and clothing voucher, and we as an organization advocate the causes of destitution to be eradicated. And we have a welcome workshop. This is a drop-in. We run it every Friday between 10 and 2. And it is a welcome place for newly arrived asylum seekers, so that we do provide them with the services. We do provide them with information. We help them to access other services. And we do provide also casework support at the drop-in, and we do refer them for other casework, for in-depth casework, to the orientation service. We have the family reunion travel assistance scheme, which is aimed at supporting people to reunite, and mainly this project works with asylum seekers, with people who have refugee status and humanitarian protection. Their relatives has to have a family reunion visa to come to the UK, and the Red Cross provided them with the air ticket. We do think currently the cut of legal aid is not helping people to reunite, and the organization advocating to resolve this issue. The last service that we have is the Liverpool Orientation and Support Project, which is a new lottery-funded project aimed at supporting asylum seekers, and it is partnership project working with Asylum Link with the Refugee Action. Our part of the project is improving the well-being of asylum seekers, and we do provide ESOL classes, first aid course, and we do create opportunities for volunteering for asylum seekers. At last, we are a voluntary organization, and volunteers and social work students on placement play an important role in our work. And people, if you are interested to volunteer for the organization in Liverpool, please contact. And I think I have finished with my talk, and you are welcome for any questions. Sam is going to help me with the responding.